Jason Whitlock, Marcellus, Wiley. All right, let's roll out to the Bay Area and be joined by Fox Sports NBA analyst Rick Bucher. All right, Rick, Charles Barkley and Golden State Warrior forward Draymond Green have had a war of words this offseason, or during this coronavirus quarantine. And I felt like Barkley had a drop the mic moment responding to Draymond's deal that Barkley is allegedly jealous of Draymond Green. Take a listen to Barkley's response.
I told you, he's like the worst member of the boy band who doesn't realize he's standing next to Justin Timberlake when the girls are throwing panties at his head. He gonna get hit by some drive-by panties, but they're really throwing panties at Justin Timberlake. You see now without, I tell people, Draymond's a good little player, but without Kevin Durant, Clay, and Steph, he's just a good little player.
I've been hit by some drive-by panties, and people mistook them for drapes, but they were drive-by panties. But anyway, Marcellus, whose side are you on, Charles Barkley or Draymond Green?
Man, I've had public beefs with both of these guys, and trust me, this is not going away. They will continue this to the day they die. I am with Charles Barkley. Like you said, a drop the mic moment. Look, here's the thing. Who's better on and off the court? On and off the court, Charles Barkley is going to beat Draymond in this situation. It's just that serious and that real. I'm really disturbed at this dynamic, though. And this is no shot at you, Draymond, but I know you're going to take it as that, so here we go. I can't believe that I live in a world where the third or fourth best player on a championship team thinks that he could take shots at a former MVP and great. Like, that rifle shouldn't be able to hit that target. But we're living in a world, because of conversation and social media interaction and clout chasing, that this is even like a fair fight. I don't understand it. And what Draymond needs to understand is, like, look, you're not better than Barkley on the court. That's long gone. And you're trying to do it with the gift of gab. But even in that, Barkley is like second to none. And Draymond, who Mr. Triple Single, as Barkley calls him, wasn't just in decline this year, y'all. I think a lot of people are losing sight. Draymond was in decline 2 years ago before everyone departed or got injured. So there's a lot that's being covered up in this smokescreen of going back and forth with Barkley. Barkley's winning this one. He won it when he played, and he's going to continue winning as a broadcaster, hands down.
I am Team Draymond, and this is why. Because Chuck has done the classic, I'm going to ask the question, I'm going to answer it, and then I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. He started this whole thing. Draymond never claimed to be Justin Timberlake. He never claimed to be John Lennon. He never claimed to be Michael Jackson. But he sure as hell ain't Tito. He ain't Lance Bass. He ain't Ringo. He is better than that. But his whole issue is, why are you coming at me, Chuck, in a year where we're down? It all started with the triple single. And that's when Draymond bit back. And this is why I know that Draymond knows his place in this band. He is a vital piece of it. They don't win championships without him. It doesn't mean that he's the best player. He knows and has always acknowledged, whenever he talks about this team, he talks about Clay and Steph. And back in 2015-16, when he was 2 assists short of averaging a triple-double for the year, shooting nearly 40% from three-point range, I went to him and I said, you think you should be in the MVP conversation? And he said, no. He goes, and I said, why not? He said, because that's Steph. I'm not that good. He knows who he is. And so this idea that he's claiming to be something better than he is, Chuck has created that. Draymond never asked for it. But being Draymond, he sure as hell is going to fight back if you start dissing him.
All right, listen, I'm on Barkley's team. Obviously, Chuck's a friend of mine. Chuck has said some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard, including this. The drive-by panties deal will live on forever. It's one of his greatest lines. Having said all that, I'm going to defend Draymond Green. Because Barkley's beefing down, in my view. And Barkley's got that big, amazing platform on TNT. He's the voice of the NBA. He's the most powerful voice in the NBA. And he's picking on Draymond, who I think Rick accurately points out, like, Draymond knows who he is. He knows he's, I'm going to compare it to New Edition. He's Michael Bivins, baby. Maybe he's Ricky Green, or but he's not claiming to be. He's not claiming to be Johnny Gill. He's not even claiming to be Ralph Tresvant. He's not claiming to be Bobby Brown. But he's an integral part of the group that has won a bunch of championships and will go down in history for winning a bunch of championships, which is something Barkley can't say. Barkley's obviously a great solo act, MVP, one of the 30, 40 greatest players in NBA history. He's beefing down with a guy who is a tremendous role player on a championship team. Not the greatest look for Charles. I love the panties line. It's tremendous. But let's stop the fight, Chuck. You can win the smack-talking championship from Draymond Green. He can't compete there. Can't compete with you on the court either. Quit beefing down. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to go out to the Las Vegas Raiders' top draft pick. The first receiver taken in the draft, Henry Ruggs from Alabama, is going to join us from his crib. Speak for yourself from the crib, presented by Hyundai. More after this.
Oh, little baby.